Remember that they're changing my voice, and it proves my point. The way they change my voice and my speech patterns. And the more the LGBT community persecutes me, the more their eternal punishment and the eternal punishment of their offspring increases. Now, most of them aren't that dumb. 99% of them are smart enough to know that they're just the typical gay person, and I'm the top martial artist ever possible. I understand life, they don't. I'm sure we can agree that's fair. You reap what you sow. Even the fact that they change the sound of my voice and my speech patterns overkills that I'm right. So, when we look at metalheads and gay parades, what do they have in common? And what is different? Okay, where would they both agree when it comes to persecuting me? Well, one of the things they have in common is that they don't think straight. They suffer from what is called scatterbrain. And they default with immature instead of defaulting with mature. That's why gay means kind of giddy, silly, a kind of shallow, quote unquote, happiness. But we have to make the distinction between true happiness and just someone who's gay. And that's an important distinction to make. So ask yourself, why aren't they able to catch the mistake that they're making when it comes to me? Why do they keep persecuting me? Well, because they don't think straight. They don't think in a logical manner as a community. Now, there's a spectrum of thinking in their community, but overall, the sum total output is they keep persecuting me with their allies, and they don't catch their mistake. And they try to enslave me. And it's very similar to the slave masters on the plantation. It's this psychotic inability to be logical that we see time and time again. So when we look at the LGBT community, everyone basically agrees in America at this time that they're better off if they're led by people who aren't gay. And this is part of why the white and Jewish oppressors use the LGBT community to try to change minorities' communities so that people don't take them seriously. Think about the difference between someone who's mature and serious and someone who's at a gay parade acting silly. Now, even in their own culture, our Western culture is basically founded on LGBT thinking. But even in their own culture, their gay-washed Western culture, we see that the police officers and the politicians, they try to behave in a way that's more straight to be taken seriously. And the metalheads act like basically people at a gay parade. And we see some of them are very strange, very, very satanic looking. In fact, all of them are satanic looking. And so this is part of the reason why the Bible says that homosexuality is a sin. This video is not about agreeing with the Bible or disagreeing with the Bible, because I don't want to break the rules on YouTube. And it's that petty these days. When I talk to people in real life about this, I talk to them in a way that is extra kind of serious, and I'm extra critical of the LGBT community to make up for the fact that there's such strict rules on YouTube. Every serious man looks at the situation and says, okay, if you're going to keep me from saying the truth for your sick agenda, then I'm going to have to punish you in other ways. That is the logical response. And I urge the LGBT community to stop violating my rights with their allies and to look at the timeline and realize that they have lost miserably when it comes to the clashes with me. There's no way for them to win. It's just a matter of how bad do they lose. They should stop persecuting me. For the people on YouTube, do you think that if someone is persecuted by the LGBT community and its allies, that they shouldn't be critical of the LGBT community? That's crazy. Would you argue that Jews shouldn't be critical of Nazis in Nazi Germany? Because there's not a man among them, they lack the maturity to do what's right. I increase the eternal punishment of everyone persecuting me and their offspring to the extreme. So is it really worth it? Making it so I sound weird in my videos, is it worth it? Think about the planet you're on in rotation around the sun. How did you get there? You're just an insignificant, racist LGBT person who's not man enough to face his oppressor. But you think it's a good idea to persecute the Son of God. Every day, 189,000 people die. Hundreds of them are Jews. Thousands of them probably are white. I'm not a racial supremacist. Black people aren't standing with me. My kingdom is not of this world. Every day you people are massacred. And you're in disgrace, not man enough to obey God through me. That doesn't allow for victory. It doesn't. So when I originally made the video, I said it much better than that. And I said that that's how I put them in their place. But the people on duty often communicate to me, and they said that they agree that I was right to say these things. And most of them, if not all of them, are LGBT people. So even before this video was even released, there's white, Jewish, and LGBT people, no matter how you slice it, mixed or otherwise, who have agreed that under the circumstances at least, that it's fair for me to say these things this way. And also I would say to YouTube that you should consider this as part of a documentary. Right? All my videos are part of a documentary documenting my response to these things and also how they've changed the videos. Okay, because people know that I don't naturally sound gay. I don't naturally sound like a gay person giving a PowerPoint presentation or an average gay guy, or a gay mulatto or something like this. I sound distinctly different. So when they hear me sounding like a gay person or a nerd or something like this or a white person, they'll know for sure that it was tampered with. So it documents that. I have no reason to lie about this. I've never heard in my entire life, I've never heard anyone lie about something like this. Obviously, I'm telling the truth.